You guys, these makeup brands are still at it. We are seeing new makeup launches left and right. Every week it's something new, and it seems like these makeup brands are trying to get their last minute summer launches underway. They're releasing new makeup before the big holiday push. I know, I'm saying holiday, like yes, every year it trends earlier and earlier. We will start seeing holiday launches pretty soon. In fact, we've gotten some sneak peeks. I know. September is when we're going to see the holiday launches start flooding in. So I wanted to do a shopping blog video to speak about some of these new launches that I was able to swatch in store. I went in, I perused, I did swatches, I filmed it all for you guys, and I want to talk about it. So if you are interested in hearing what I have to say about the latest new makeup releases, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hey there guys, it's Tina and I'm back. And I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. If you're also back, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again. But if you're new and maybe you like what you see, please consider subscribing. We have tons of fun here on this channel talking about makeup and all things beauty. And today we are doing another shopping block video. What is a shopping block, you may ask? That is my version of a purchase or pass anti-haul will I buy it video, where we talk about the new releases, see the new launches, and kind of critique them because we're trying to block ourselves from shopping. Hence the shopping block. You see how I'm playing on words there? But the intent is to just window shop without actually breaking the bank and buying these products. And every so often I will go in store and actually see these products in person, swatch them out for you guys, and get a sense of what these products have in store so I can critically talk about them with you guys. And that is what I am doing in this video. I went in store. I went to Sephora. I know, I was filming, I was swatching, I was doing the whole thing. And some of these releases are actually kind of interesting, but I still want to talk myself out of purchasing them and also talk you out of purchasing them. So I'm gonna scoot over so we can pop up some of the product images, but like I mentioned, there will be live footage of me swatching these products in store and I will give you my thoughts. All right, so I'm going to the Sephora website because I mainly went to Sephora. I also went to Ulta. In fact, you know what? Let's start with Ulta because they have one of the products that I wanted to talk about like right out the gate. So first up on the list is from Hourglass. So these are the new Hourglass Curator eyeshadow palettes. They really shouldn't call them palettes because they're only 4 shades. You should just stick to quads, but whatever, neither here nor there. But Hourglass is re-releasing or relaunching their eyeshadows, but now in the form of eyeshadow quads rather than that whole build your own palette system that they tried to make a thing. That was never going to take off because it was just way too expensive to build your own palette. The singles themselves were expensive. They weren't very impressive. Then you had to curate your own color story and pop them into this whole, listen, okay, it just wasn't going to happen. It was too pricey, and again the shades weren't really that impressive, and other brands have tried to do this throughout the years without much success. Indie brands are where it is when it comes to building your own palette. When it comes to mid-range and high-end brands trying to do it, it never pans out for them. So Hourglass is now doing their quads with these little curated neutral color stories in their little palette selection. And let me mention this before we talk about all this. They had palettes before, eyeshadow palettes, and I happen to own one of them that I thought was the most interesting. These were the graphic eyeshadow palettes. This is the Color Story Vista. So there are 5 eyeshadows laid out. This is a very interesting color story, right? I'm wearing it right now on my eyes. This was a nice formula. It's not that the eyeshadows were bad, it's just that they were pricey. I think I got this on sale, which is the only reason I picked it up. But it's actually a pretty good palette, so it's not like they're a dud. It's just price point, and these are no different. Child, let me tell you the price point for this. Oh my God. These are $68. 6 and an 8. 68, so $70 with me. To really turn myself off from products, I round up. I never round down. And I don't know if you know this is a marketing strategy that brands will do all the time. They will price a product just under the next level up of the rounded dollar amount. So instead of pricing it at 70, right, that is the next rounded number, they back it off to like $69 or $68. So when you see the price point and you see the 6, it tricks you into thinking it's cheaper than it is, but it's really $70. So round all the way up. Just like the $9.99, it's under 10, so you think you're spending less than 10, but are you really? No, you're not, because after taxes, you're spending that $10 plus more. $19.99, it sounds good, right? No, it's $20 plus. Let's be so for real, because taxes are close to 10%. So they're pricing this at $68. First of all, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, Hourglass? Be so for real. There are 6 options available. There is one all matte version, and then the other 5 options have a combination of matte and shimmer. I think there's also an all shimmer palette, but these are all neutral color stories, which makes sense for Hourglass. Their customer base would be into neutrals. So this doesn't surprise me as far as the color stories go, but it's not impressing me. And for $68, you better impress me, okay? Okay, I'm lying, because to be fair, I was curious about these. I know, but aren't we all? Like, you see these and you're like, what could be worth $68 about these palettes? So I had to go and see them in store. So I went into Ulta, they had them on full display, they were pristine, okay? I probably was I was the first one to touch these. Oh my God. And I will say, they swatched beautifully, and I am low-key a little bit curious about how they would apply to the eyes. I was mostly drawn into the all matte palette, which is minimalist. Look at those beautiful neutral tones. I swatched them in quads, right? So you have a warmer quad, more olivey tone quad. You have even a mauvey quad. I think all of these color stories would work well for someone who loves a neutral color story. If you're a minimalist, you have this all matte palette, which is the one that is sold out on the Sephora side. Surprising, but I think most people are drawn into that one because it's all matte. Even though people love shimmer, they also love all matte. These are all neutral color stories, and I see the appeal of these. I just don't get the price point. I don't know what they're trying to do here, because even the quints that they had before were not $68. It's just like, no way, okay? And then I'm like, well, Hourglass is more of a high-end brand leaning into luxury, so these palettes are gonna feel heavy and luxurious in the hands. No, these quads feel lightweight. They're very flimsy. Beautiful though, like they're brushed gold. It's the signature Hourglass design. Absolutely stunning to look at, but to feel in your hands, there's no weight to it. They feel very flimsy, very throwaway. There's nothing really sophisticated about the palette design. On the back, there's like a clear label with the eyeshadow names. It's held together by this weak magnet. It's just not luxurious at all. It's not given $68. So I am curious about these. I do want to try out the minimalist, but I have to get this on sale. If I can get a 20% off coupon, which would knock it down to $55, which is really $60, I might be convinced to try this. Or if I use my Ulta points or even my Sephora Rouge Reward on one of these, I just might do it, but I just don't think these are worth it. Even though, to be fair, swatching them out, beautiful. The mattes were creamy, buttery, pigmented, and the shimmers were not like sparkly overdone. They were sophisticated shimmers, right up my alley. And like I said, I love the original formula, so I don't know. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Are you interested in these? Like I said, palette feels cheap, not worth the money, but the color stories are nice for that just minimalist look, and they swatched really well. And hopefully these swatches are helpful for you. I'm just not, I can't with good conscience recommend you get these. Now, the other eyeshadow product that I was interested in is from Makeup by Mario. These are the Master Mattes Long Wearing Cream Eyeshadows. $25 a pop. A little steep if you ask me for a cream eyeshadow. I would have loved to see $22, but $25 is not like outlandish at all, especially for Makeup by Mario. And there are 10 shades of this available, all neutral shades again. I think brands are leaning more into neutrals now because they've realized that eyeshadows are kind of out, and if we are wearing eyeshadows, we're wearing more neutrals and very simple everyday looks. So I think they're just going with the flow and riding that trend train. But these are all neutrals, and Makeup by Mario honestly is not big and bold with color, so this fits his brand as well. So even though I'm a little bit disappointed that there aren't any fun shades, I understand the direction. Now, as the name suggests, these are matte eyeshadows and they're long wearing. I swatched these out. Oh my God. First of all, it's a moussey kind of whipped airy texture. It's not like a wet cream or a wet liquid. It's very, not dry. I wouldn't say dry. It's very airy, similar to those liquid lipsticks that we've seen in the past few years that have a whipped airy texture to them. They're like a powder kiss finish. Think about that texture, but in an eyeshadow. I mean, probably it's the same formulation, just different emollients in them. Anyway, the point is, these are whipped airy, very soft, very delicate, but very punchy and pigmented. I swatched these out like full swatch, and then I blended them out. And oh my God, they blended out so easily, so effortlessly. They felt so silky on my arm. I really like the texture of these. And then once they dried down, oh my God, I could barely get these off. And I don't know what happened at Sephora, but whatever makeup remover they're offering us now is garbage. This takes nothing off. And with all these long wearing products, I need better makeup remover at Sephora. Sephora, stop it. Give us better makeup wipes and makeup removers, because this is not working out. I need to bring my own makeup wipes when I go and do these swatches in store. But these were kind of budge proof, smudge proof on my arm, and I was very impressed. Now, even though I was impressed by these, I wasn't ultra tempted because I did pick up a couple of the new Juvia's Place liquid eyeshadows. Now, this formula is definitely more on the wet side, so it is more of a true liquid eyeshadow. And these are all neutral matte shades too. I did pick up one shimmer, but these are mostly neutral matte, and these are cheaper. You're able to get them on sale. You're able to use a coupon at Ulta. So I wasn't immediately ready to drop $25 on the Makeup by Mario ones, but I'm telling you right now, I am intrigued. I want to grab a couple of shades of these just because I low-key think these are really good. They felt so good on my arm. They blended so easily with my fingers, and I love this simplicity of a cream eyeshadow. I am becoming that person now, like one and done. Who, me? Yes, absolutely. So color me intrigued. These ones, I'm sorry, I can't really talk you out of because I actually think they're decent products and I do want to buy a couple myself. All right, next on the list is this Say Slip Tint Undetectable Baked Setting Powder. This retails for $32. There are 5 shades available. And these remind me of the Kosas powder that I love so much. The Cloud Set Talc-Free Powder. And now Say, which is kind of in line with Kosas. I think Say, Kosas, Merit, a few other brands, Tower 28, are in the same vein, right? They're clean beauty and they tend to have similar types of products. So Say released this baked setting powder. Again, similar to the Kosas one, and I was intrigued. I didn't even know this existed until I stepped in store and saw it, because even though I peruse the Sephora site every now and then for new releases, Sephora doesn't always put the newest products in that new section, even though they're supposed to, right? But brands pay to have their products featured. Anyway, Say has these powders, and I was like, let me find out what Say has going on over here. I like to see it because I love a setting powder. I have oily skin. I'm always going to set my makeup. There is never a day that I'm wearing makeup that I'm not wearing powder. So if there's a powder, I am interested, I am willing to try it. Now, say as a brand, I haven't really been drawn to, their products haven't really impressed me. So this one, even though I love a powder and even though this was interesting to see, I don't think I'm gonna get this one. But like I said, there are 5 shades available. I swatched them out. It's a baked powder. It's very silky, very airy, very lightweight. The shades that are available though are very light. I can wear the second to deepest color. And the deepest color looks like a bronzer on me. So the shade range is not very impressive. It's not very extensive. It definitely isn't inclusive. So that's another reason I'm like, whatever to say. But it's a sheer enough powder that I think you can kind of stretch the shades a little bit. But still, there's no rich, deep shade available. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not a foundation, right? It's not a foundation powder either. It's a setting powder. So I don't know. The lightest shade, if you see the swatches that I just showed you guys, the lightest shade has this very icy, reflective look to it, which is interesting. I was like, why is this one so glowy? But then the other shades are mostly satin. So they're not like a dry, flat matte. They have a little bit of a sheen to them. I mean, this powder is cute, but like I said, I'm not impressed. I don't like the shade range. The price point is okay, but like, whatever for this one. So that one I can skip right along. Now, this next one, I was intrigued. This is a brand that hasn't had makeup or color cosmetics in their line. They were mostly a skincare brand until they released their lip balms. Y'all know I'm talking about Summer Friday. So Summer Fridays has released new cream blushes, which actually makes sense, right? It matches up with their lip balms, which I love, I absolutely love. But Summer Fridays, like I said, is a skincare brand, but they're branching off, as most brands tend to do it. Especially in this economy, you kind of have to diversify. And with the success of their butter balms, it makes sense for them to like lean more into color cosmetics. And this product makes so much sense in their line as a segue into the makeup portion of beauty. So they have this blush butter balm hydrating cream blush with peptides. These names are going to kill me. They seem to put every catchphrase, every trending word in their product name just to try to go viral, and I kind of hate it. But anyway, there are 6 shades of this available and they're $26, which is not a bad price point for a cream blush. And I like the packaging. The packaging was really cute on this. It's this sleek little ivory compact. There's nothing really that outstanding about it, but to me, I just love how it looks, how it presents, you know? And I like the shade range because they aren't leaning into the pink and the fuchsia and like the bright berry. They have muted rosy tones. There's even like a toasted terracotta. There's a dusty rose and a berry shade, of course. But these shades are very muted, like everyday grungy blush shades that are very skin native, I would say. These would be very wearable everyday colors. And when I saw them in person, I'm like, oh my God, these shades actually make sense. Now, here's the thing about this formulation that turned me off right away. It says here, it's a buttery blush infused with skincare ingredients, which makes sense. They were originally a skincare brand that blends effortlessly into the skin for a sheer flush of dewy color. Dewy? No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Keep your dew away from me. No. Don't want it. So when I read that, I was like, all right, this isn't for me. And it's fine. I don't need to be a part of this launch. I don't need to be considered. Leave me alone. I don't need to buy anything else. Plus, I'm not trying to buy any more cream blushes because they're cream products. They go bad faster. And I don't like the trend that all brands are doing these cream products. It's like they're not as long lasting as powder. But anyway, this makes sense for their brand. The colors are nice. The swatches were beautiful. I swatched like heavily initially just to see what kind of pigmentation we're dealing with. And then I shared them out. And even shared out, I think they look beautiful. They're very glowy though. They're very glowy, not for me, but I can see people really enjoying these blushes. They're going to be very hydrating. They didn't feel sticky at all. So it's not a tacky formula. It's more like, oh, I'm moist. I'm dewy, I'm out here hydrated. That's what it looks like. That's what it gives. I'm not interested, but I can see the intrigue. And I'm happy to see Summer Fridays doing something a little bit different and branching out, like I said, into more color cosmetics. All right, so next on the list is another powder launch, this time from Fenty Beauty. Fenty has been releasing things like quietly, a little by little. They're not making a big splash about their new launches, which is interesting. Fenty used to do like this whole marketing campaign. They're being a little bit more subtle about it now. Recession indicator, right? So they released these new setting powders. They're the Bright Fix Instant Brightening and Setting Powders. And these don't even pop up initially in the new launches on the Sephora app, which is interesting. I'm like scrolling and couldn't see these. But anyhow, they are new. There are 6 shades available, $38, which... $38 might as well be $40. Remember, we spoke about this. It might as well be $40. And it's kind of an expansion on the blotting powder that she had originally. Does she still have that? What was that called? The Invisimatte Instant Setting and Blotting Powder. I guess not really, because these are brightening powders. Makes sense. Cute, cute, cute. Similar packaging though. The packaging is very cute. Like I said, there are 6 shades available. And one of the shades happens to be a trending shade, lavender. We've all seen these lavender powders making their rounds. So there's a lavender shade that will brighten light skin tones. There's a rose quartz, you know, that light pink, again, a very trendy shade. There's, of course, banana, you know, for medium tones. Peach, again, of course, there's going to be a peach, a cinnamon, and then a pumpkin. So these are brightening powders. So you would use them under the eyes or all over the face as a brightening lifting powder to give this lighted effect to the skin. Similar to like the ambient powders, kind of from Hourglass, right? But I was intrigued when I saw these because again, I didn't even know these existed until I saw them on the display. And I swatched these out, and to be honest, these felt a little bit dry, just a touch drier than I expected them to be. And I will say that these powders were a little bit more hard pressed, so I had to kind of go at the product to get the swatches on my arm, and I swatched heavily. So these are a little bit more sheer. They're a little bit more of a lightweight powder. They're definitely more on the brightening setting powder side. Even, I would say, a finishing powder. Because they're so thin, they're not going to really add a lot of color to your skin. They're just going to add that brightening lifting effect. And I kind of like them. I'm not going to pick any of these up because $38, I am not spending that on any, no, for what? I refuse to spend some of these prices for some of these items. I can't do it. But they're nice powders in interesting, trendy shades. And I think the powder itself is going to be good for setting the makeup just because of the texture and how it felt. And it's definitely going to add a blur because they had this almost, it's not necessarily cornstarch, but it has that silky feel to it that is definitely going to blur the skin. And it's going to mattify too. These were not glowy at all. There was no shimmer, no sheen to these. Definitely more on the matte side. And it does say it's meant to extend your foundation and concealer wear all day. So I like this. It's interesting to see from Fenty, but I'm just not ready to pay that price point. No, absolutely not. Also from Fenty, because like I mentioned, Fenty is doing these launches without a bunch of hoopla, and I don't know what's going on, but they re-released their body lavas. Remember back in the day, these body lavas were the whole rage for the summertime. You would just glow all to the heavens with your little body lava at the pool in the summertime. Don't wear these alone. Please add sunscreen. Let me tell you something. I got my second sunburn ever from wearing this body lava in Jamaica during carnival season. Hello, stop it. I'd only gotten a slight sunburn before on one shoulder when I was in DR and I went off-roading, and we were just in the sun like for hours, and the one side that was in the sun on my shoulder had a slight sunburn. I didn't peel, I didn't like blister or anything. It just was hot for a while. And then the second time I got a sunburn effect was from this body lava in Jamaica at a breakfast party for carnival. So I didn't know that I would be out in the sun baking and frying like a biscuit. Oh, no. Do we fry biscuits? No, chicken, right? Fish, maybe. Anyway, the point is, somewhere I got this day party, right? It's a day party. I'm outside. I'm on vacation. I'm in Jamaica. It's tropical. I was feeling myself, right? In my little outfit, and me and myself gonna put on the body lava, right? My lava up, right? Glowing, glistening in the sun. Mind you, I thought we were gonna be cute. I thought we were gonna be under, like, you know, shelter or little cabana situation. No, girl. I was out in the sun. In the sun, baking and frying and sizzling. Oh my God, my skin was so hot. At the end of the day, I do not recommend. I mean, this was oil, body oil pretty much. That was so silly. And I didn't think to wipe it off. At the end of the day, I was a hot red mess. It was a mess. I didn't blister either. And I didn't like peel or anything. But I had to put cool aloe vera on my skin because the heat was radiating. Anyway, the body lavas from Fenty are back. It's new packaging. It may be a new formulation. I don't know the details. All I know is they are back. They're body luminizers, and there are 4 shades available. We have Oyster Pearls, which is this opal shade. That one was gorgeous. Oh my God. If I didn't have the sunburn effect last time, I would be tempted. Anyway, these are 50. Hold on. Rihanna, $59. I mean, they were expensive originally, right? They had the full size that was really pricey, and then they had the little travel size, because I got the little travel size because my ass was not buying the full size for the price. So now these are $59. You're gonna need to back it up. Okay, take it down a notch. You're gonna need to have the travel size of these available again, because $59 for Rihanna, Miss Billionaire, me for make you richer. Listen, a girl, be yourself. No, absolutely not. Then we have Who Needs Clothes, which is a rose gold. Pretty. Hold My Trophy, which is the bronze. Think this was one of the original shades, and Penny Drop is a copper. Like I said, gorgeous. Okay, I was low-key a little tempted. You can see from the swatches, right? These are gonna look stunning on the skin. Like, if you want to glow, this is it. Do I recommend spending $59 for this? Absolutely not. I feel like you can grab your lotion, your body lotion, right? If you want a real glow, let me tell you the body lotion you need to get. All right, are you ready? The Nivea Essentially Rich or Enriched? Essentially Enriched. Let me look it up. I was correct. The Nivea Essentially Enriched body lotion in that blue bottle. It's going to feel oily. You're going to be like, this is heavy. No. It absorbs really quickly. Don't worry about all that. And then put some of your loose eyeshadow, maybe a loose highlighter, any kind of glowy little shimmer that you have laying around that you may not be using. Mix it up and put that as your body lava. You don't need $59 for this foolishness. For what? Rihanna. And also, let me tell you another very nice glowy lotion. The Naturium Body Butter. It's the Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Butter. You want to glow. Even without the shimmer added in, you will glow with the Naturium Body Butter. Beautiful, hydrating, stunning, smells good. So if you want the glow, I'm going to give you the budget option. Mix some shimmer powder in, whether it's eyeshadow or a loose highlighter, in with your body butter. You're getting a moisturizer, a lotion, you're getting your hydration, plus you're getting the little shimmery, glowy glow that you get. Body Lava is simply going to add the glow. So why not get a dual use product? I'm just saying, $59 for what? You out here want to make Rihanna richer than she is? Do not do it to yourself. Do not. Rihanna, go away. All right, next up, she does have another launch. All right, so I also saw this on display, which, again, didn't know this was happening. But when I saw it, I was like, that is cute. It is a really stupid launch. It is not for my age range. But let me tell you how cute this stupid thing was. So this is the Gloss Balm Stackz. Shut your mouth, okay? $24. It's the Gloss Balm formula, but it's more of a shimmery finish, and it's stacked. because it's layered. It's a 3-color layered lip gloss. Shut your mouth. Cute, cute, childish as hell. Looks like a kid's play, but cute. I can see what she's doing here. She's like, all right, the 10-year-olds are at Sephora. Let's draw them in. Let's pull them in with this little unicorn tears looking business. Oh my God, is it called unicorn? Because it should, yeah, unicorn blizzard. See them damn thing? She said 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, tweens, come get this, okay? And you know they're eating this up. They're eating it up. And I was kind of low-key eating it up myself because it's cute. It is cute. Very childish. So it's a stack of like an opal shade, like a clear shimmery shade. Then you have this purple, right? And then you have a blue, right? Swirled together, they're going to give you a shimmering iridescent periwinkle. So that means like a purple shimmer. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I had to swatch it. I'm telling you right now, I had to swatch it. It was so cute. I swatched it. Beautiful. If you like a shimmery gloss and if you like the Gloss Balm formula, it cute. I'm not lie to you. It cute. And $24 I was spend for the lip gloss. I'm not lie to you. It cute. It cute. And it smell good too. It smelled like sweet candy. Like, tell me the 10-year-old in you doesn't want this. The 10-year-old in me might get it. I'm just saying. It cute. I'm not lie to you. And I feel like I can do this level of shimmer. I thought it was gonna be gritty, you know. It's not. The shimmer and the glitter is really ultra fine, but it's glowy and it has that little purple effect. And I feel like I can get away with this purple. I feel like I could. I really like this. I don't want to get it though, but I might. This one is cute. This one is cute. All right. Speaking of lip glosses, there's another one from Rare Beauty. This is their Positive Light Luminizing Lip Gloss. $20. Price point. Perfect. Thank you, Rare Beauty, for keeping in that price point. Even though these could have been 18, but we'll take the 20, no problem. 6 shades available. It's in the little signature Rare Beauty packaging. Now the difference with these is that they have shimmer in them. The first shade that intrigued me was Dazzle, okay? This one is a sheer blue with multicolored shimmer. I had to swatch it. I was like, that looks so pretty. It looks like the Fenty Beauty gloss. They are kind of similar, but the Rare Beauty one is a lot more subdued, a lot less colorful. Like the base is more sheer. But this is so pretty. Oh my God. So swatch these out. Like I said, the colors, the glow, the shimmer. Oh my God. These are so pretty. This is another one that I might get because, oh my God, I seriously don't need another lip gloss. I don't need another lip product as long as I live. I mean, I have way too much going on, and lip products, lip glosses, those go bad fast. So who am I kidding? But I am kind of intrigued, girl. I mean, look at the swatches. These are so pretty, swatched out. Absolutely stunning shades. They look so juicy and so glossy and so fun. And like I said, the shimmer in them, so ultra fine and so pretty. Like it adds this, oh my God, these look so good. $20 too. I'm just saying, those are kind of cute. They also had the lip pencils next to this display. I don't think the lip pencils are new, but I guess they just wanted to display them for shits and gigs. But these are the Kind Words lip liners. There are 10 shades available. They were displaying like the neutral shade, so I figured I would swatch them out just so you can see them because they were next to them. I do like her lip liners. They're $16. They're more of a creamy, like glidey lip liner. They're not really dry or ultra matte. Comfortable, really pretty shades. I do like these. And for $16, like that's not a bad price point if you ask me personally. All right, let's wrap up my swatch party with the bronzers that I saw in store. So I went to Ulta and Sephora, right? In Ulta, they have About Face, right? And About Face to me is so underrated because they have some really good products and they're not run-of-the-mill products. They do different launches. They're not just, oh, here's a lip oil, you know, here's a cream blush. That they're doing their own thing and they're releasing really good products like their loose powder. Really good powder. Anyway, and the price point, oh, really good. Anyway, they released these new is it Beach Freak? Oh my God. Yes, it is. Beach Freak Bronzer Sticks. There are 7 shades available, and they're $20. Like, price point, right? $20. I love their price point so much. So they have really light shades, and they even have a really rich dark shade. Now, if you're going to do a bronzer range, this is how you do it. Like, don't just make bronzer shades for light skin tones. Like, deeper skin tones also want a bronzer. They want a contour shade. Like, I'm glad to see this shade range. And that's what I'm saying. Like, About Face is underrated because they're doing the damn thing. Shade range, innovation, like different products. I love this, and at that more approachable price point. I'm not gonna say affordable because affordable is subjective these days, especially in this economy. Girl, it's more approachable though. So 7 shades. When I saw these initially, I was like, absolutely not. Why? Dewy, glowy, not for me. So it says it's an ultra creamy blendable bronzing stick that glides onto the skin for buildable coverage and easy on the go application. Now, when I saw the swatches, like, you know, the promo images, I was like, oh, it's glowy. I don't want it. I do not want it, all right? Because it does say it has a glowy finish. Dewy, you know, I don't do dew, no. So I had to like swatch them in store because I was like, you know, I want to know. I love a bronzer. I love a bronzing stick. Like, get into it with me, please. So I swatched these out. First of all, let me talk about the packaging because the packaging I really love. You screw off the top. It's a twist up stick, but the packaging, you screw the top on. That was very suggestive, but it's a screw top, which means it's a cream product, but now you screw it on, so it's going to be airtight, well, more airtight, and so your product will be like well protected. It's going to last longer. I mean, shelf life, come on, shelf life. And then it's an opaque packaging. So again, the light ain't coming into your product and aging it. Listen, About Face, thank you. This was beautifully done. Anyway, twisting this up and swatching the couple of shades that they had on display. I think they had 4 shades. Yeah, there were only 4 shades, and the richest shades weren't there for me to swatch. So I swatched what I could, and the finish is, as I expected, very glowy, very dewy, very wet looking. I don't want that. But I can see people that have dry skin or just love that dewy look will love these. $20, you can't go wrong. I personally don't want this. I don't want to glow, especially with a bronzer. For me, I use a bronzer like a bronzer. I want to have shading and like, you know, dimension on my face, but not glow, all right? I'm not using a bronzer to necessarily bronze and give myself this tan, glowy bronze goddess look. Like, I'm not really trying to do that. I'm trying to get dimension and like look sun-kissed without looking sweaty, you know? And when I glow and when there's dew on my face, I'm gonna look sweaty. That's what I look like, a greasy mess, okay? And then my own natural oils are gonna pop out. Girl, we gonna look crazy. So I don't want this. I don't want this, but I can see the intrigue. I can definitely see the intrigue of this. All right, let's show you the last product that I was able to swatch in store, which was one that I wasn't interested in. I didn't care, but I've heard enough controversy about it, enough questions, enough hoopla about this product that I wanted to see it myself. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's their new Smooth Blur Matte Bronzer Powder. $38. What is with $38? Is that the new go-to price point when you want to have a high price point for your product, but you don't want people to be turned off, so you don't put the 4 in the price point? You just say, no, $38. No, get away from here. Get away from me. Absolutely not. $38, I'm not doing it. Not for ABH, please. ABH is trying to make a comeback though, so good for them. But they released this new line of bronzers, and people were like, what the hell is this shade range? Because everything looks gray. The product pictures, it just looks like ash and cremation. It's just, This is giving Tales from the Crypt, okay? And I heard people talk about these, and I think Anastasia herself made a comment about it, or like gave a response like, these are not really as gray as they look. They're not really as ashy as they look. Trust me, go in store and swatch them. So I went in store and swatched them, and she right. She ain't lying. These are a lot warmer than they look in the pictures, which is stupid to me. Your promo images should reflect what the product actually looks like, so do better. Whatever. I don't care anyway, because I would never, I'm not buying from ABH anymore. I'm just like, I don't like their stance when it comes to social issues, and I just don't think they're good people over there. It gives very all lives matter, and I don't like that. So anyway, these are much warmer, okay, in person. And the shades, I actually do like the shades, and the formula, it was smooth. It felt really good on the skin, and if it wasn't for them just being that brand that I'm avoiding, I would have been intrigued and interested in picking one of them up. I'm not going to though. But color me curious, I didn't mind these at all. As much as I don't like ABH, this is one of the products that I would have considered, you know? And who knows, maybe I might try it out, not for $38 though. That will definitely need to be on sale. I would have to get a discount to even consider these, but the shades are truly not as ashy as they seem. The formula seems nice. The shade range looks decent. I mean, there is a richer, darker shade too, actually. And then a couple of like deep tans, because there are two shades that I could definitely use. And then some lighter shades. Maybe they don't go as light as like a porcelain skin tone, but decent enough shade range too. So not a bad launch, just not a good brand. So there you have it. Those are the products that I was able to swatch in store and kind of feel the formula and see what's going on. But there's one other product that I want to talk about, maybe a couple. Let me see first. All right, maybe not just one, but I'm going to run through these quickly so we're not spending too much time. This video is already way too long, but I love talking about new products, as you can tell. So this from Danessa Myricks, OMG. This is the Color Fix Stix Multi-Use Pearl Pigment Stick for eye, cheek, and lip. I hate when they say multi-use products. Eye, cheek, and lip. I'm not using this on my eye, cheek, and lip. You lying. But these are cream eyeshadow pencils, pretty much. I'm sure you can, yeah, I can use them on my cheek for like a highlighter. But the thing about Danessa Myricks, which she always does, is release these multi-use products. She tends to be a little bit more innovative. She tends to release products that have more of an artistic lean to them. And they're kind of the it girl brand, like you have to be this cool to use her products. And these I think will appeal to a wider range of people. Like some of her products are definitely for the it girl, like that person that's into makeup and color and bold looks and textures, right? But this one I feel like will lean into that neutral lover as well. So these are you ready? $38 a pop. You see that $38 price point? I told you, it's like the new number that every brand is assigning to their products. Just under 40. Yeah, anyway, so there are 8 options available. These are dual-sided pencils, right? And they're magnetized, so the packaging is different. It's cute. Like, you know Danessa, she does it. Okay, Auntie Danessa? She's really like Sister Danessa to me because I think we're closer in age. But anyway, dual-sided pencils. They're magnetized, so they snap together with a magnet, shut your face, and then you can swap them out and mix and match if you buy multiple shades. But anyway, 2 shades in each duo, $38. Most of these are neutral shades. There's this mauvey purple duo and then this more iridescent purple duo, but everything else is like a bronze or a taupey shade or a gold. They're very neutral across the board. And my thing is, I can't choose between the shades because to me they all look the same. I don't know if it's just me, but they all look the same. I can't tell which is which. I can't differentiate, so I really can't choose. But these are multi-use pearl pigment sticks with a refreshing water burst featuring a magnetic mix and match freedom system. It has a 50% water content, so I didn't know. No one's mentioning this. Hold on. A water burst sensation, so it's probably going to feel cooling and wet. Ooh, okay. Pearls that reflect light and create dimensional shimmering effect. Okay. Saccharide isomerate attracts and binds moisture. I told you, she be doing something different. She always finds an ingredient that's just different, okay? And this is what Patrick Ta aspires to be, okay? With his little duos. This is where he aspires to be, okay? Danessa, innovative, different, doing things. I think these are a spin off her Color Fix liquids. So you know her liquid pigments that she has? These are like a twist on that in a cream form. And I am intrigued. So we have like a metallic finish on one side and then more of a shimmery finish. You can mix them together or wear them alone. So she says one side is metallic, the other side is the foil, hence the color fix foil part. And so the foil is a little bit more sheer, a little bit more sparkly, and then the metallics are like a metallic shadow. I'm intrigued. You can layer them, you can wear them alone, all the things. I am intrigued. I wanted to see these in store, but of course not all the Danessa Myricks products are in store because she has to pay for gondola space, okay? And that gets pricey. So she's usually on like an end cap and just like a few products are on display. Some of the stores that I've been into here in Florida have like a full display, like a half display. She's not like the full gondola, but she's like over here with like, who would she share that with? Milk Makeup? I don't know. She shares like the gondola space. She has half of it. And I'm intrigued. I want to see these in person though because I can't choose the colors. I will spend $38 for Danessa. Auntie Danessa, cousin, sister. You wanna, listen, I am fine with being a millionaire, all right? Because she is the sweetest person. Oh my God, I met her at the makeup show years and years ago before she actually launched her brand. And she was so sweet. She was so humble. And if you ever listen to her, it's funny because her presence doesn't match her voice. Like she sounds so innocent and girly, but she has this presence. She's like, yes, I'm here. See me, right? But then she has this little tiny girly voice and I'm like, Sister Danessa, what are we doing? Oh my God, you're so cute. But she is such a beautiful energy in the space. She's so positive. Like she just radiates this inner beauty. I am rooting for her. And I hope this brand like really takes off because we don't have a lot of Black owned brands anymore. There is not a lot of representation in the market for us. Amico Lay, if you haven't heard, Amico Lay is shutting down after 4 years. And you know what? I just pulled out their skin tint. I know, nostalgia. I'm like, I'm gonna miss them because the lip oils I loved and then this skin enhancing skin tint, really nice. Black owned brand. She was trying to do it for the crew, but it didn't work out and I am sad to see the brand go. I wish the owner all the success in the world and I hope they can come back at some point or she can go off on a new venture, but I'm going to miss the brand. They didn't have like tons of releases, but like I said, we don't see a lot of Black women representing in the beauty industry and I want Danessa to get all her flowers and just see all the success because she deserves it. She is such a positive person. So I want to see these in person. I didn't get to, but I was intrigued by this product specifically. And I'll run through quickly the other products that I was intrigued by. So we have Supergoop. This is a Glow Gloss SPF 40 lip balm with peptides and shea butter. Remember all those catchphrases, the trendy words? Here's why I'm intrigued by this, the SPF 40, all right? We tend to forget SPF in our lip products. We have SPF sunscreen in our foundation, our blush, our powder. We're applying sunscreen and all this. But the lips are out there just like, I'm gonna burn too. So that's why I was intrigued by these. And there are 3 different flavors available, all right? It says it's a non-sticky finish with no sunscreen taste. And that is good because we don't need the sunscreen yet, but taste sunscreen yet, nasty. So they have vanilla soft serve, strawberry spritz, and pink peppermint. Oh my God, those sound so delicious. And the colors look so fun. So color me intrigued by that one. Then we have Glow Recipe has this glass balm lip treatment for shine and hydration. Now, I don't need another lip balm. I told you this, right? But do I want it? Yeah, I do. These are $22, the Glow Recipe ones, which is a price point I was like surprised by because I was like $22. Ooh, okay. So they have watermelon bingsu, ice bingsu, strawberry bingsu. Is it bingsu? Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know, but this looks good. Clinically proven high shine lip treatment infused with hyaluronic microspheres to deliver 12 hours of hydration and a glass-like glow. What? I love a hydrated lip. Come on now. So I am intrigued by that guy. Supergoop is $22 as well. So these price points I can do, and I'm a lip balm lover. So I'm always in a lip balm. I am intrigued, can I tell you? We also have this Huda Beauty lip contour lip stain for 12-hour wear. Neutral shades available, $25 a pop. These are lip stains. People have been using lip stains to line their lips for a long-lasting effect. And I think Huda Beauty is trying to jump onto that little trend, but I've heard mixed reviews. People are saying these are drying out, they're not really applying well, they're layering them up. So it's like a whole thing. There's a whole how to store and how to use them situation that's going on, and I'd rather not bother with a finicky product. I like that Huda is doing something different because she reacquired her brand, like reacquired. She purchased her brand back from her investors. So it is self-owned again, and she's trying to do something different because when you have investors, you kind of have to lean into the trends and you have to kind of lean into what consumers want to purchase because you're looking at profit margins versus like being different, doing innovative things, which is why Danessa Myricks can do innovative things, you know, do different products that aren't run-of-the-mill, and Huda is trying to lean into that a little bit more now that she owns her brand again. So cool. I mean, she's taken the criticism well. She made a video like talking about how to use the product and how to store it and all that. So I think they may try to improve this formula. I'm not sure, but I'm not really interested in seeing that at all. I'm just not. LANEIGE, this is foolishness. So they have this, all right, I'm going to take that back. I know people love these lip balms, okay? I think the formula is trash. It's one of the worst lip masks I've ever tried. Lip masks are meant to be hydrating and heavy duty, like a deep conditioner. It's meant to be that really hydrating step. It's meant to be an overnight treatment. These are so drying. I don't know why people are impressed by this formula. It's such trash to me. I swear to God, I don't know why y'all love this so much. I'm not gonna yuck your yum, but they're releasing this new rainbow sherbet collaboration with Baskin-Robbins. Shut your mouth. This is cute. I get the intrigue with how they look, maybe even how they smell. How they actually perform, garbage. But I see it. Like, this is a swirled pink and orange and white sherbet marbled effect. Like, this is cute. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is cute. And if it's, look, it says orange, pineapple, or raspberry scents. This probably smells amazing. And the little applicator that they give with you is a little Baskin-Robbins pink spoon. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth right now. Isn't that cute? It's super cute. It's super cute. I get it. I get it. I don't want it, but I get it. I get the intrigue. Oh my God. $25. Garbage formula, but I love the presentation. I love this. Okay, I love it. I don't want it, but I love it. I love that. So cute. And with that being said, let's wrap up with a final lip balm, which is interesting. This is from Glossier. It is their limited edition banana pudding sheer yellow tint. Shut your mouth. This is in collaboration, another collaboration lip product with Magnolia Bakery. I don't know who Magnolia Bakery is, but apparently it's like one of those things, okay? Fresh and creamy banana flavor inspired by Magnolia Bakery's famous pudding. It's famous. I don't know anything about it. There's $16 for these lip balms, so not a bad price point. And I think people like these lip balms, right? From what I know, it's a Balm.com lip balm and skin salve. I don't know. Does it smell like bananas? Banana pudding, and it has a little yellow tint. Cute, cute. I could be enticed. I could be, but I'm not going to. If anything, I'll get the Glow Recipe. And what was the other one? I think it's the Milk Makeup one. Just because I went in store and sniffed them and they smelled really good, okay? The Balmades. I spoke about that last shopping block, but the Balmades smell really good. Anyway, could be enticed, but not. What do you think about this banana pudding business? There's banana floating around everywhere though, because we've seen a few fragrances with banana included. Banana is the it fruit. I don't know how I feel about a banana flavor or scent though. Like in a perfume, do I want to smell like banana? In a lip product, I could vibe. I like a banana. I like a good banana. But there you have it, guys. Those are all the products that I was able to, again, swatch in store, check out the formulations that intrigued me. I was impressed by some of them not so much. The price point's $38, what are we doing? And then of course I included a few other products that I was intrigued by but didn't quite get to see in store. So Let me know, what are you guys interested in? Are any of these products calling your name? Are you ready to pop down $38 for these products, the new price point, right? Are you interested in any of these products? Are you excited to try any of them? Are there any that you want to see in person yourself? Are you getting ready for the holiday season maybe? So you're saving your coins for the fun holiday releases? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Let's chat it up and see what all of us are thinking. I'm going to leave links down below on where you can pick the majority of these products up. Those links will be affiliate links, which means I will make a small sales commission if you make a purchase through any of those links that are marked with the asterisk. Also, the YouTube shopping links kind of does the same thing. It gives me a kickback just through the YouTube shopping platform. That's a great way to show your support for the channel because it gives me a kickback without changing the actual sales price. But if you're not comfortable with that, just shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss, but I'm definitely appreciative of those of you who use my links. So please consider supporting the channel that way. I also have super thanks and channel memberships. All those, again, all those avenues go right back into bringing you different content. And all those avenues go right back into making content for this channel. And all those avenues go right back into creating content. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you and I miss you guys so much. But until my next video, which hopefully will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye guys.